What's up, guys? Glock9 here with a 7 Days to Die video for you. I've got 3 pretty simple starter bases here. They're all based on pre-existing structures. This first one right here, this was one of the spawn points. Like you would spawn right here. That'd be one of the broken down cabins you'd find, and that's what I did. I started here and started fixing it up. I built this little shed here because I happened to find the mini bike book for dump shits and built myself a mini bike. I figured I'd build a little shed here that I can store the bike in at night and stuff like that. But so this is it. This is the first base that I started. Now, if you notice, I'm on day 12. I've built 3 bases. I'm level 44, and I've gotten a lot accomplished. And that's because I'm running this at 18-hour days, 120 minutes per day, versus the standard 16-hour days at 60 minutes per day. So that's how I've been able to accomplish so much in a short period of time. So depending on your setup, I usually like to build out a bridge like this to a Watchtower area, a place that you can hold down the horde or just a bunch of zombies if they show up. But we'll get to that in a second. For now, let's take a look inside the house. So it's pretty simple in here. I've cleaned it up a bunch and upgraded some stuff here. So this is the main room. Here's the front porch, which I've kind of blocked off with spikes, taken out the steps and stuff. I did build this little ramp here so you can make a quick exit if you need to. You can't get up this way, though. You can just get out. But you can duck down here and then jump up here to this second-story balcony, which you can use to shoot down on the zombies. I was thinking about taking this iron railing around the entire house, of the entire second story of the house. But I haven't gotten that far with it yet. But here we go. We can get into the second floor through this door. We've got a bunch of storage here. Bedroll, my fire pit, and the forge is over here. And here I've got a couple of different access points to the roof. You can take the ladder up over here, or I built this little ramp. You can just walk right up to the roof and have a pretty good vantage point of the whole area here, and then you can just simply drop down to the bridge and go back inside if you wanted to through this door. Or you can head out to the little watchtower I built. So this was all fenced off. This porch was already here. I made a little access point there also, or exit point, and I built this bridge out here to this little watchtower. Pretty simple. Put iron bars around so you can come out here and shoot down on the zombies. This is actually where I held down the 7th day horde. So that's why things are a little busted up. I haven't gotten around to fixing them yet because once the 7th day horde was over, I grabbed a bunch of resources and headed out to make the second base. So anyway, down here is a pretty good vantage point to just shoot at the zombies right through the iron bars as they come. But the only problem is if they turn into crawlers, you can't really shoot at them from in there. But I've got a little tunnel system I built here, and you always want to frame it out somewhat. I mean, it could be better. This whole framework could certainly be better, but it's just really quick. Like I said, I was just trying to make something. Everything on all these bases can be improved on. Obviously, plenty of improvements to make, but it works for now. So that tunneling system leads you up here into what was the bathroom of the house. So I can easily get from inside the house to the watchtower without even having to go outside, or you can take the bridge there. It's just a secondary exit entrance point. I always like to have more than one. So that's pretty much it. Get all these doors closed here, and that's it. Pretty simple. Like I said, you can call this place your home, go out, gather a bunch of resources, wood, stone, iron, plant fibers, and hunt a bunch of animals, not only for the meat, obviously, which will help you get more health. That's why I think I'm at 125 health and stamina points. That's all just from eating meat. And then you're going to need animal hides, so you can create a bellows, so you can create a forge, so you can make forged iron, so you can make iron tools and iron weapons, and then you're going to want to unlock the steel smithing perk, so you can create steel tools as well. So here we go. Let's go off to the second base and check that out. It's actually just right down the road. This is another cabin that you'll find. I planted a little garden here outside with some corn. I went over by the farm, grabbed a bunch of corn, made some seeds, and just figured I'd plant a little farm here to start. Anyway, so here's the main building. I've lined it with wood spikes. Now, I did also build out a bridge and a watchtower on this setup as well, but if I was going to hold down the horde here, I would hold down the main building on the inside there. And we'll get to that in a second. But here you can see the bridge I built out to this little watchtower area, which I've completely surrounded with spikes. So you can get into the main building here, just some steps. And I left the steps there because the zombies are going to get up here anyway, and I want them to get up here because I've knocked out the eye level block here and lined it with iron bars so the zombies can just come up here, and I've got a 360-degree view at them and can just shoot at them right through the iron bars, and if I need to, I can lead them away from this main building by using the watchtower. So come out here. This deck, again, was already here, but I knocked it out and built the bridge. But here, let me show you the roof access. Just built a ladder right up here so we can get up on the roof. Pretty good vantage point. You know, could be a little sniper nest up here if you wanted it to be. But as the zombies get closer, you know, you're going to have to jump down and deal with them. So you can jump down here. Here's the little bridge. We'll go over to this watchtower area. Now, one thing I didn't do here is line it with the iron bars, you know, so you'd be able to shoot down. Because without them there, you really don't want to try to do that. Because if you accidentally fall, get too close to the edge and fall into the spikes, that's not going to be a good look for you. But you can come down here. And I've built the dirt up around. So this is like, my eye level is like ground level. So it's a pretty good spot right here. Lead the zombies to and just hold down this this little watchtower. So again, like I said before, I always like to have 2 entrance and exit points. So again, I made this little tunneling system. This one's a little tight, kind of rushed on this one. I could definitely... this could definitely stand to be opened up a little bit more. Look, I'm having trouble getting through, but it works. And you can just come right up here, open up this hatch, and you are actually on the front porch right now. And yeah, and then I've also got one inside the house. So if you wanted to, let me close this hatch, you could bypass the front porch opening, come through here, and we've got another ladder that will lead us into the house. So again, if you're in the house here holding down the horde and you got a bunch of crawlers and you can't get to them, you don't even have to, you can just go right down to the tunnel, come out into the watchtower, they'll come to you, and then you can finish them off there, however you want to do it. So again, pretty simple base. Didn't take much, you know, just a bunch of wood and a bunch of iron, stuff like that to make this all happen. And this is a nice spot, you know, again, find a place to call home, get yourself a fire pit, storage, and a forge built, and gather a bunch of resources, fortify it, get it ready for the 7th day horde, and then after the 7th day horde, you can do whatever you want. You can keep building on your base, make it some mega crazy base, or keep it simple and move on. Make another base somewhere else. Eventually, you'll have a ton of them. So let me show you on the map where this is. So it's going to be kind of hard to tell, but I always like to start my first bases in the green grassy area. Definitely not in the south, in the Badlands, or in the desert, or up north in the snowy areas. But so here's the farm, and like Dyersville is over there, and over here is a cell tower just west of the farm, and that is where our third base is going to be. So let's head over there. So this was a cell tower, and it's pretty crazy. This is probably the most intricate base out of the 3 here, and I'm really digging this base. Now, there's so much more I want to do to it. I think I want to build it up more, and yeah, just make it like a castle, upgrade everything to iron, because this I feel like has a lot of potential to be something to be. So let's take a look at it. I've got an opening here that you can jump into, and the zombies can jump up and get into this area too, which is fine. Because then they'll just end up in this little kind of moat area, and they'll be stuck in there, and then I can deal with them in there. But here's a little access point that I can get up. And I've got iron bars around, so if the zombies do make it into this area, I can just shoot down on them from here if I want to. But if they're stuck outside of the wall at the iron bars, I can also shoot at them from here as well. So again, these iron bars go around the entire 2nd story, so no matter where the zombies are, if they make it inside, I can easily shoot down at them. So over here on the roof, I've got a little floating farm I created. Planted a bunch of corn here, so I figured why not. I've got the space up here. Not a bad idea. I can always access that without having to leave the area. So down here, got some iron bars. Again, if the zombies make it in, I can shoot at them through here if I like, and this is kind of the main area This stone building right here was already there. This is the inside the cell tower, but I cleared it out completely, opened it up, got a concrete mixer, forge, fire pit, a little bit of storage, and again, like I said, I like more than one entrance and exit points. This one has quite a few, but I also figured why not? Might as well dig another tunneling system. And this one's pretty short, but it will lead you right outside of the cell tower. Just again, if you need to get in or get out, here's another way to do it. Pretty simple. And again, really no need to build a watchtower like I did in the first two bases, because this itself is like a mega watchtower. And that's kind of what I've been looking to do with a base. You know, I never thought about converting a cell tower into a base. This is my first go at it, and I think it's pretty good. It's working out pretty good for me so far. I haven't held down a horde here yet. Obviously, it's only day 12, but this is definitely where I'm going to hold down the 14th day horde, and maybe I'll make a video for that. So you guys can see what else I've done to this place and see how well it works when dealing with a horde. So drop me a like if you'd like to see that video, and I will definitely make that for you guys, and we'll go from there. We'll see how many more bases we can get built up. And you know, I'd like to make something completely from scratch, but it's always easier to just build on some existing structure. Even if you wind up demolishing most of it, it's just, for me, it's just easier. You know what I've been thinking about doing, and this I think is going to be the 4th base, and we'll definitely make a video on this, is finding a cave. If you've ever been to a cave, it's just a big giant hole in the ground, which has like a corridor into this sunken-in cave. So I think I'm going to frame that out and make it an underground base, and make like the roof of the base iron bars, so I can shoot up at the zombies when the horde comes. So I don't know, thinking about doing that. If I do, I will definitely make a video on it. But again, thanks so much for watching, guys. You can follow me on Twitter or Instagram. It's just at Glock9Gamer. I follow all gamers back. Stick around. I've got some Resident Evil 7 gameplay coming up for you guys. So thanks again for watching, and I will catch you all in the next video.